Let's get you the latest from Jharkhand, where the Chief Minister Hemant Soren will be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate at his office. This is at his residence in Ranchi. The ED is investigating a money laundering case related to an alleged 600 crore rupee land scam that involves a huge racket to change of ownership of government land, which was subsequently sold to builders. Do remember, this is round 2 of questioning. On the 29th of this month, the ED officials had reached his Delhi residence looking for the Chief Minister, who wasn't at his residence. Do remember, on the 20th of January, when he was questioned for 7 to 8 hours by the Enforcement Directorate in Ranchi, the officials there had asked for more time, which is why they had given him a window between the 29th and the 31st. But on the 29th itself, the ED officials reached his residence in Delhi looking for the Chief Minister. And then they had claimed that the Chief Minister was missing for about 24 hours. Do remember, money was confiscated, his BMW car was seized, and his driver was questioned on the 29th. And that's the same day when Hemant Soren had sent out an email telling the officials that he would be available for questioning at 1 p.m. on the 31st. So the agency is now going to be, questioning Hemant Soren, but sources are saying that there are chances that the Chief Minister of Jharkhand could get arrested at the end of that questioning. Well, Jharkhand Chief Minister's wife, Kalpana Soren, might just be stepping into his shoes if he gets arrested. That's what the sources have gone on to say. This is something that was discussed in a meeting that took place yesterday. During that, they have agreed upon, and this is that they have agreed, since preservation of the government is crucial at this point, is what the MLAs have gone on to say. So we have my colleague Saurabh joining us. Saurabh, what time is the ED? What time is are the ED officials expected to reach Hemant Soren's residence? And take us through, can we expect a rerun of what happened in Bihar with Rabri Devi to happen here with Kalpana Soren in Jharkhand?
Well, the ED is expected at Hemant Soren's residence at around 1 p.m. This is, of course, the road outside the Chief Minister's residence, completely barricaded, lots of security, no traffic allowed, riot control police deployed, and, a lot of security forces on standby. Unusual by, any normal standards, which is why there is apprehension that there could be an arrest if the ED has enough material in its investigation to carry out an arrest. Now, if that happens, then what happens? Well, there will be political uncertainty given the fact that the Chief Minister has been arrested. So there will have to be a new Chief Minister. Who could that be? Well, speculation is that that could be Kalpana Soren. Sources say that Hemant Soren has recommended her name as a possible replacement just in case the ED arrests him. But there's a big if. There has to be enough material for an arrest as part of an investigation. Whether the ED has that material or not, we don't know. The JMM has said that there is nothing. In fact, the JMM says this is just the vindictive politics to destabilize the government in Jharkhand. And this has been happening since the time this government came to power. But there have been a series of meetings. In fact, we are told that Hemant Soren also went to meet his father, Shibu Soren, who's a legendary, respected figure in Jharkhand politics. And therefore, there is going to be some developments as the ED arrives, let's say, at around 1 o'clock this afternoon here at Hemant Soren's residence in Ranchi.
Right. Whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party chief, Arvind Kejriwal, and of course his party also claim that, the ED is gunning for him and they want to arrest him. So is the case when it comes to Jharkhand's chief minister. That is what is being said. Take us through. We did see a lot of protests taking place on the 29th when the ED officials had reached the residence of the chief minister here in Delhi while they were looking for him. And then that's when the centre had claimed that he had been missing for about 24 hours.
Well, the ED is a very well-equipped agency. It may not have tracking tools, or it may not have, the capabilities to chase someone on a, like anyone else does. But this is a chief minister. He would have moved with some protocol. There is security forces, and the Jharkhand chief minister's party, the JMM, maintains that the ED was always informed that on 31st he would be available in Ranchi, and he is here in Ranchi. So obviously, well, yes, he wasn't traceable according to the ED, but his party says he was always in touch with his MLAs. He was always available. In fact, he had intimated earlier to the ED that, that he would be available. But this curious case of a missing chief minister is something that really dominated the headlines a couple of days ago. But Hemant Soren emerged making a public appearance yesterday, garlanding the Gandhi statue, holding meetings with his MLAs, and of course, we have been given to understand that today, before the ED arrives at his residence here, he's also gone and met his father, Shibu Soren.
Also, Saurabh, just, get us details. I mean, Kalpana Soren, according to sources, could be the next chief minister, but many roadblocks there because considering that she's not an MLA.
Yes, she can become chief minister. She'll only have to get elected to the House, the Assembly, in 6 months, because that's how long you can be chief minister without being a member of the House.